Can you also tell me what approaches ICIEC is taking to deepen partnerships within the private sector? And also, how do you foresee these partnerships benefiting member countries as well?
Well, certainly, ISAC, it's we are in the business of risk. So we are risk taker, and we are the one who support the private sector to de-risk their investment, remove all concern on either commercial and political risks through different products we have. On the export side, we support the exporters, basically the private sector, to export and open new markets because they can get comfort by our export credit insurance products, which help them venture into new market, not only giving the insurance service, but we also give the credit information. And in certain market, credit information is critical for taking informed decision. For smaller companies, this might be costly for them to procure those services on their own. So when we do it through our insurance solutions, we help those companies indirectly by setting the limits and advise them for certain buyers they can go up to, say, 1 million or 2 million or even 500,000. And this information itself is valuable. We work closely with the National Export Credit Agency of our member countries, so we are not competing with them. In fact, with most of them, we have reinsurance arrangements, so we try to enhance their capacity, number one. And number two, given we are AA rating, that also comes into the cost offering. We can offer an affordable service because the rating also help in the credit enhancement. On the investment insurance side, we do offer protection for investors, especially cross-border investors. So if you have a Jordanian investor investing in Algeria, we can provide either for his equity. If it's a bank, we can cover their financing, cross-border financing. We have been quite active, for example, in Algeria here in supporting mid-sized pharmaceutical companies to invest in Algeria.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we see those opportunities. We are not established for the big corporations. We're established for both the big and the SMEs.
Right, okay. So the core focus would be SME financing.
We support the SMEs by covering international banks, extending a line of finance to local banks.
Right.
Because it's the local banks who are closer to the SMEs. They can monitor the progress, monitor how the financing and the use of proceeds. But our cover can come for the cross-border.
Okay.
If you have an international bank extending a line of finance for a local bank, and that on lending will go to the SMEs, that's how we can support the SMEs indirectly. But we don't engage directly because obviously we don't have the capacity and the local presence for us to monitor those SMEs. But we are quite happy. In fact, recently we had a huge support for a UK-based financing institution that's supporting Uzbekistan.
Okay.
For a line of finance that goes specifically for SMEs in agriculture sector, which is contribute to all the dimension from the job creation, from food security, etc.
Right. Okay. Just my last question would be: so the world's moving towards sustainable development financing. Practices. How is ICIEC contributing to the development of, say, green finance, both regionally and internationally?
Well, look, as part of IDB Group, we take sustainable investment, number one, seriously. Within the sustainable climate finance, the green finance, we made a commitment last year that about 13% of our overall insurance cover should go for sustainable and climate finance. And we have done quite good transaction in renewable energy and solar energy in some of our member countries. This is number one. Number two, on encouraging also sustainable finance, we had a Sukuk insurance product, and we developed also a green Sukuk insurance product, meaning that the proceed of that Sukuk, if we cover it, has to go for green and sustainable transaction. And we do report those transactions we do and our commitment to sustainable and responsible investment in our annual development effectiveness report. In fact, you will see a copy will be distributed tomorrow as part of this annual meeting for the last year, 2024. So we take it seriously, not only ICIEC, but also the whole group, including ICD.
Right.
We are here to support sustainable transaction that will have a true and sustainable impact on the ground.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Dr. Khalid.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.